Good morning, everyone. Michael. Good morning. We're here for Lift and HIIT today. I'm Louise. Just wait for a few people to join us. Is everyone having a lie-in this morning? No, good morning. It's a bit wet outside, so if you've heard the rain outside your window and still got out of bed, well done. Morning. Morning. Let's see. I'm not great with technology. I can't see how, I don't get people's comments through a real time, as you may have noticed. So if there's a delay in me replying to your comments, that's why. I have to review them later on. Oh, good morning. Okay, so we've got quite a few here now. So we're here for Lift and HIIT today. If it's your first time doing this session, then it's a mix of body weight moves with weighted exercises. I change timings and things every week. So this week we're doing 30-second intervals, but we're doing 6 lots of them today. So it's equal 3 body weight, 3 weighted moves. If you've not got weights, then you can either have a go at the weighted moves without the weights, or you can just keep doing the body weight exercise all the way through. We'll start off doing the body weight exercise at the start of each song so you know what you're doing from the outset if you haven't got weights. Okay, so the following workouts are fit and healthy participants with no pre-existing medical conditions or injuries. It's not recommended for people with pre-existing conditions or injuries or anyone new to exercise. Extra care needs to be taken with the online workouts to listen to your body. Stop immediately if you feel any pain, discomfort or ill health. Obviously I'm not there watching to guide you or help correct issues with technique. Particularly important with weights, if you feel like there's something just not right about your technique, definitely don't add any load to it, i.e. a weight. Participation's at your own risk. We really need to make sure we do the warm-up and cool-down stretches, work at a reasonable level, good morning Claire, according to your current fitness. Don't worry where you are at this moment, just work to that level. Don't be afraid to modify the moves or intensity if you need to. Neither myself or Two Riversmeet accept responsibility for injuries sustained from undertaking these exercises. Okay, so we're going to start with a little warm-up. If you've got your weights ready, bit of room. If you've got you don't need a selection, but if you've got an option of 2 different weights, that would be fantastic. But immediately, let's get going with our warm-up. So nice space. And we're just going to tap it out. So we want to get the body nice and loose before we start going. So just some taps with smile swings. So we do not need any movement to music for this session. We're going at our own pace. Okay, now we're going to reach up high. So just getting those arms and shoulders moving. Little bend of the knees, warming the legs up a bit. Okay, and then let's tap the toes. Pull the arms back. Okay, let's go to heels. Tapping your heels. Pulling those little moving stretch now. Step back, bring those arms forward and the front palms facing down. We're tapping that back heel to the ground. So the muscles are being stretched, but they're still keeping moving. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Okay, now let's go to a big lift. So on our toes, lifting up, bending the knees, sinking back down, push those hips down. So nice big reach. Get those hips and knees moving. Make sure that back's in a nice position. We're not leaning or rounding the shoulders. Okay, last one. And then let's go back to a little jog or a march. Okay, now we're going to take the legs a bit wider, about hip width, and we're going to sink down and squeeze up. So you stand and squat here. We're watching those knees. If knees are bending, we want as if arrows pointing to the second and third toe. Keep your chest lifted. Okay, last one. And then elbows bent, just rotating through that core, lifting that heel off to get some rotation through the midsection. Okay, let's go for a little hip circle. And then swap directions. Okay, now stepping one leg at a time out to the side in a half jab type movement. So this is a good alternative for a full jab in our cardio section, or if the cardio moves a bit too bouncy for you, you can always revert to this one. Okay, that's for a little jog. Okay, now we're just going to lift those knees up, alternating. Squeeze those abs to lift. Get those abs away. Nice big arms circling overhead. Okay, last one. And then let's go to a pretend skip. So we're pretending we've got a skipping rope and transfer the weight foot to foot. Okay, so we're going to get going with our main workout next. Body should feel nice and mobilised. And we're going to alternate our exercises, body weight and non-weighted. Okay, so our first one we're going to go for squat type moves. So low impact is going to be a wider squat, a narrower squat, a wider squat, a narrower squat. If you want to add a jump to that, you can jump to a wide, jump to a narrow. Maybe for the first time we do it, if you go for the step out one, just to get that body nice and warm. You can be jogging on the spot while I tell you now. Next one, we're going to go for a hinge type movement. If you've not done a hinge before, start it without a weight. If you have, we're just going to hold one weight. You need plenty of room and a tight grip on your weight. We're going to push the hips back, hinged, squeeze the hips forward to lift the weight. So the move's coming from the lower body, not from the upper body. We're not just pulling that weight up. Okay? If it's your first time, we'll try it without the weight. Okay, so let's go to our squats. So squat narrow, squat wide. Squat narrow, squat wide. Squat narrow. Every time we're watching that knee position, we're not leaning over, keeping the chest lifted. And if you do want to add your bounce to this, if you feel nice and warmed up already, you can go straight into it. Okay, first one done. Let's pick our way up safely. Or if you're going to have a go without your weight, then no weight. So we push the can't see the position I'm in there, squeeze forward. So we're using those glutes to bring that weight forward without using the arms. Okay, good work. Both of them done now. We know what we're doing. Let's go for it. So stick with a non-bouncer squats if you want. You want to go to wide, narrow. Now if you're finding this just isn't working for you, you can go for normal squat lifts, normal squat jumps, your choice. The wide to narrow is just for a bit of variety. Do what works best for you and your body. No rounding of those shoulders, nice soft landing. Nearly there, guys. There we go. Okay, we're grabbing our weight again, nice and safely, bending the knees to pick it up. We're going for this hinge, so pushing those hips back, squeeze forward. We're not using our arms to pull the weight up. This is about the bum. Hinge and squeeze. Stay with it, guys. Remember, you can be doing this. This is a good movement to learn without the weight. If you can learn the hinge, you'll go far. Good work. One more of each and then we're going to move on. Remember, you can squat and lift as an alternative. Let's go. Chest lifted, soft landing. Take a no impact option if you need to. Okay. Froze there, I think. Okay, last one, grab the weights. Apologies if I froze there. I was on my screen, I was frozen in a jump. Okay, off we go, hinge and push. So squeezing those glutes, hinge, squeeze through the bum. All the arms are doing is just having a tight grip on the weight. They're just moving because your lower body's moving. Nearly there, guys. Okay, good work. Well done, guys. Quick drink if you need one. Okay, so next our movement move. We're going to go for skate. You can take the bounce out and tap, or you can ramp it up by speeding up or adding power. Next move. Again, we're just going to have one weight. Poke the elbows. So your options, you can either push down, elbows towards the knees, keep the chest lifted. If you want to push up overhead with that weight, your choice. Okay, let's go for our body weight move first, into skater. So you really can give skater whatever you want. If you want to tap behind, nice strong arms, without the bounce, that's fine. If you want to ramp it up a bit, add a bit of speed or power. Okay, good work. So we're going to grab our one weight. Remember to grab it safely, bending the knees. Weight at shoulder high, elbows tucked in, sink down and push overhead. Biceps next to the ears as we push. If that push isn't working, leave the push out. Watch that knee position. Knees tracking second and third toe. Again, that push overhead, we're using the lower body to push it rather than using those arms. Okay, good work. Back to our skater. Are we ready? Here we go. Keep going, guys. trancey music this morning. Okay, let's grab that weight again. Ready for that push. Okay, set up really well, feet just wider than hips. Push the hips back, elbows are almost near the knees, push your bums and hips push back. And then strong push overhead. If that push doesn't work, just keeping those elbows in place or do it without a weight at all. Okay, good work. One more of each. Are we ready? Ready to skate? Here we go. Let's pretend we're rollerblading down the beach. Abs nice and tight. Remember, you can just tap without the bounce if you want to. Stick with it, guys. Okay, last one of this squat push. So we've got our one weight, holding either side, tight grip, squat. Remember, you can be doing this around the weight as well if you want. Watch that knee position. We're definitely not leaning over. Chest is lifted. Nearly there, guys. Okay, good work. Okay, so we're going for a bum focus next. Got quite a lot of bum work today. So our weighted exercise, we're going to need two weights. We're going to have shoulders down and back, weights in front. We're going to hinge to just below knee height. So here your back's in a nice flat position, line of vision's down. Push and squeeze back. Hinge, push and squeeze. So we did single leg last week, we're going for two leg today. If you've not done it before, have a practice without some weights. Okay, moving exercise. Your options, you can either go for a fake skip like we did in the warm-up, take the impact out by transferring the feet, or we can go for a skip in. Your choice. So it's like when you used to skip up and down the road when you're a child. Whatever works for you. If you want a low impact, just take the bounce out. Okay, we're getting those weights ready. Lifting safely, bending the knees. Shoulders down and back. We're going to tilt just to below the knee and then squeeze back up. Tilt and squeeze. So if you've got a heavier weight option here, you can probably go for a heavier weight as long as you're used to this move. If you're struggling to master that tilt, you don't want rounded shoulders, we need a nice flat back as we're hinged. If you're not getting that, don't add any weight to it. Practice that hinge. Okay, we ready to go for that skip? So remember, low impact. Pretend skipping with a rope. Or a knee lift without that hop. If we go in higher, we're propelling upwards a little off the ground. Keep those abs nice and engaged. Okay, we're going for this RDL again. Bending the knees to lift the weights. Don't be afraid to try this without the weights. If you're doing it wrong, you've got rounded shoulders. You definitely don't want to be adding weight to that. Practice that tilt. Have a look in the mirror. Whether you're achieving that non-shoulder rounded position. It's not about going to the floor on this one. going to be focused on the upper body. Morning, Jenny. Morning, Lucy. Okay. So our move here. We're going to go for a jack with a Pec Deck type move with or without a bands. Our weighted one, we're going to actually be kneeling on the ground. Let's go for our body weight one first, straight into it. So squeezing those elbows together with or without the impact. As you jack those legs out, please be careful your knees aren't collapsing in. Pushing out. And take the bounce out if you need to. Squeezing the elbows together to get a little bit of activation in that chest. Okay. Next we're going to go for medium weights if you've got them. We're going to be kneeling. If kneeling doesn't work for you, stay standing. If not, we're going to go for kneeling bicep curls. So if you can't go kneeling, just do this standing. Elbows tucked in. Slow control movements. So we're taking a standard exercise and twisting it a little bit just to alter the effects. So here our core is having to work to stabilise us. Okay, good work. Let's go back to that Pec Deck Jack. Coming up slowly. Off we go. Remember, you can be taking the impact out by just stepping side to side. Okay, good work. So back to that kneeling. Remember, if you just started out, maybe just stay standing bicep curl. So weights, keeping the elbows tucked in, abs nice and tight. No swinging of those weights. Keep the wrist nice and long. We don't want to be rolling the hands around. Nice long fixed wrist. So we're focusing that work on the muscle that we want to work. Okay, good stuff. Let's go back to that Pec Deck Jack. Coming up slowly. Okay, off we go. Nearly there, guys. Okay, good stuff. Let's grab those weights one last time. Your choice, standing or kneeling. Lift and squeeze. Keep those elbows tucked in nice and tight. You don't want to be swinging the elbows up. You don't want to swing the arms. You want those biceps working. I think I've got different weights here. Yeah, I've got a 5 kilo and a 4. Keep me going out with one bulging bicep and the other one weenie. Okay. So there, we're done with that. So next, again, you're probably going to want to take your weight down a little bit lighter. Okay. We're going to go for a mountain climber here. So if the floor isn't an option for you, stay standing with knee lifts. You're going to need your slightly lighter weights at the ready, or no weights at all. We're going to go for opposite arm lifts. Okay, let's go down for the mountain climber. Strong plank position, pedal those knees. If that isn't an option for you, stay standing with some knee pulls. Squeeze squeezing the abs as well. Whatever your ability, go with it. Get good at your ability and that'll make you move on to the next ability. Okay. So we're getting slightly lighter weights here. And we're going to shoulders down the back, take one arm front, one arm side. If you're finding that too challenging, you can drop your weight. You can just do one at a time. Or you could take the arms bent and do the bird wing flap that we were doing last week. Your choice. Okay, good stuff. Let's go back to our mountain climber or knee pulls. Remember, you can be knee pulls if mountain climb isn't an option. Okay, let's pedal those knees. Strong plank, wrists below the shoulders. No diagonal arms like that. We want shoulders above wrists. Keep that plank position good and strong. Nearly there, guys. We can do it. Last few seconds. Okay. Good stuff. Come up slowly. We're going to go back to the arm one. Go front and side. And if you find that maybe front works, side doesn't, you can always stick to two fronts. Only rule is never take the arms higher than shoulder height. And as you lift, we don't want the shoulders lifting to the ears. Keep your shoulders down and back at all times. Okay. We're going back to the mountain climber. Last time. Remember, you can stay in that high knee pull if you want. Let's go. Stick with it. Good, strong position. Nearly there, guys. Last few seconds. There we go. Good work. Come up slowly. Last time for these side front raises. So don't be afraid to drop weight. I just drop my weights. Just you find that form compromising. Nice long arms. Then take action. No higher than shoulder height. Last few now. There we go. Good work. Okay. So you can probably go for slightly heavier weights if you've got them for the next one. I'm going to go for a wide bent over row. So this involves a hinge position. Hinge, crucial to loads of moves. And we're just going to be pulling the elbows up, high. Whatever you do, make sure you're not upright like this. We need to be hinged over, squeezing those glutes, nice strong core. Okay, before that, our body weight move. We're going for the burpee, guys. So if you need a standing option, step back and lift, or press upon a wall and lift. We're going down to the ground. You can jump in, step up. If you could add a press up here, that would work quite nicely with alternating muscles. You can even drop your knees to do the press up, but do it really slowly and controlled. Okay, so no one has to do anything they don't feel comfortable with. If you need to be standing, that's fine. Let's grab our weights. I've got the wonky weights again. One's heavier than the other. Whatever you do, don't do that. So we're pulling, squeezing. Before you even start that movement, check that back position. No rounding of the shoulders. We're hinged. Push back. Line of vision is just ahead of your feet. Push straight down. Okay. We're going to go for that burpee. So either standing, wall, or down to the ground. Adding a press up if you can. If you can't manage a full one, then down, back, carefully drop your knees, press, jump back in, nice wide feet jump up. We're bending the knees to sink down, guys. We're not leaning over. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so we're going for that wide bent over row again. So hinged, shoulders down and back. Now if this just is not working for you, you can take one of the exercises we did previously and do that instead. Or just stick with those burpees. If you're a glutton for punishment, shoulders down and back, hinged. Good work. Okay, we're going for the burpee. Last time. Remember, stay standing if you need to. If not, let's go. Whatever intensity you prefer. Drop the knees for the press up if you need to, but don't slam the knees down to the ground. Jump back and then carefully drop the knees. Pressing down and up. Okay. And last time for our wide bent over row. Are we ready? Start with your hinge. Line of vision down. Pull and squeeze. Pull in with those elbows. Make sure your back's nice and supported. Even opt for a narrow one if you're just finding the wide doesn't work for you. Okay, good work. So that is our arms done. God, it's flying by today. So we've just got our core next. Okay. So, if you can't hold a plank without your form compromising for 30 seconds, then for this next one, just hold the plank without adding the weight. If you find with your plank, we're going to do a pull through, so opposite arm pulls the weight through. Let's start with our moving move, if you like, which is going to be a repeater knee. So pulling that knee, high arms, pulling the hands to the knee. Squeeze those abs. So we want to feel those abs working. If you need to slow it down, if you need to keep your knee lower, then go for it. We just want to feel the abs working. Okay, swapping legs. Then we're going to do one pull through. Are we ready? Squeeze and squeeze. Nearly there, guys. The time has flown by today. Remember, you can make it a bit lower, a bit less vigorous if you need to. Okay, good stuff. Let's head to the ground. Either holding that plank for 30 seconds, knee plank if you need to, so just dropping the knees, shoulders down and back. If you're confident in that plank, we're going to take one hand, pull the weight to the side, around the midline of the body. So just pulling the weight with the opposite arm to the same side. Without letting those hips wobble, hips square to the ground. Okay. Okay, next time, we're going to go for a little bit of a variety. We're going to get all our exercise in this one last song. So again, stick with a plank if you want. If you're ready to take it up, we can lift a hand off the ground. No weight involved in this one. So your arm is almost rowing back, elbows stay tight in, hips nice and square to the ground. Remember, if that's too much, just stay knee plank or normal plank. Okay, let's roll over now. So we're going to be laying our back. Okay, so knees bent, all legs straight. Nice C curve of that neck. Now pulse the hands. If that's too much, you could just crunch up and back down without staying tense. So feel that weight, shoulders down and back, feel that work in that midsection. Abs tight. Okay. Let's roll back over now. Back into your plank position. Okay, if you want to, row one hand up. If you find it more comfortable doing a plank, holding the weights to the ground, some people find that a bit easier on the wrist. You can do the same with a weight. Keep those hips square. Nearly there, guys. Last few seconds. Good stuff. Okay, well done, guys. So we've just got a little optional 30-second blast now. My favourite move. We did it one set or so yesterday of the bow runner. So we're in a C position, knees together, heels to the ground, shoulders down and back. And we're just going to bring an elbow opposite to the knee. Feet down if you want, knees together. If you want to opt out of this, just lie nicely in a child's pose. And we'll pick up the stretches after 30 seconds. An optional little blast. Squeeze those knees together. No rounding of those shoulders. We want a nice W shape of the body. Nearly there. This is the last bit of work now, guys. Stick with it. Okay. Good stuff. So we're going to push those glutes to the heels in a nice child's pose. Okay. So bum down to the heels. Take the legs a bit wider, feet together if you want. Just going to thread one arm through, palm facing up, side of the head rests on the ground. So you get a nice stretch down the back of that shoulder as well. Okay, swapping arms. Slowly roll over, bending one knee, other leg straight, holding on behind that straight leg, anywhere except behind the joint. And then cross that leg over your other one, thread your hand through the gap. Feel that nice stretch down the side of that back leg. Okay, slowly unfolding, do the same on the other leg. Nice, big deep breath. Can you get the leg any straighter? take the knees, the feet nice and wide bend. Opening up through those inner thighs now. And slowly coming up. Take one arm overhead, bend at the elbow. And then swapping arms. Use that other arm to help. And coming up straight, shoulders down and back. Just going to let one arm slide down the body. Let the other arm slide down the body. And then give yourself a hug. And then take the arms behind, opening up that chest. And then let's go for a nice big reach overhead, palms forward, shoulders down. Pull the elbows down and back. Open it up. And give yourself a clap. Let me switch my music off. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I think we're going to mix it up a little bit. Morning Barbara, morning Simone. Going to mix it up a little bit next week, but I'll do a local post about what I've got planned. I'm back tomorrow for cardio combat. So we're going for a, thanks Claire, thanks Angie. So tomorrow for cardio combat, we are going for a Tabata, if I remember rightly. So Tabata cardio combat, so some punching, kicking mixed in with some body weight moves. And if you prefer the punching and kicking bits, you can just do that all the way through. So there's options there. Thanks, B. Okay, so have a lovely day. I think we've got Beta next for Pilates. So if you're planning to do that, she'll be back shortly. Just tune back into the page. And if not, have a lovely day, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks, Arena.